I don't really want to talk about this.
Okay.
So like it's against my own will.
Huh?
Like it's against my own will.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought you said it's against Manuel.
No,
Like,
against my own will.
Who is
Okay.
that guy?
Kevin Holland versus Brunson. I didn't watch the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so then don't get angry at me. I didn't watch the fight.
Why didn't you watch him?
Because I had better things
Because
to
you're
do.
casual.
Basically, yeah. But I watched the part where he's talking to Khabib. So
What did he
everything else
say?
is you. He's like, brother, I need you to come here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So
Come be my
he talked to
cornerman.
Khabib throughout the whole fight, and one thing he was talking about is I think you're allowed four cornermen, right? Is it four cornermen? But maybe whatever. He's like, oh, come to my corner. I only have 3 people, and be my 4th.
Yeah.
So Kevin Holland is very interesting. He's like, what are you doing? Oh. Anyways, Kevin Holland is like he's been compared to Israel Adesanya because he's in the 185 division, and there was talks about him facing Israel Adesanya, but Israel is like kind of batted away, be like, yo, go fight people, and then they matched him up against.
You hope, mate.
Let's wrestle. He was matched up with Derek Brunson, and Derek Brunson's turned into like this gatekeeper. This guy, anybody that's on the up and up, right? They give him to Derek Brunson to see like if he's the person's able to beat Derek Brunson or not. So Kevin Holland went in there. It was kind of strange. It was like Kevin Holland was like trying to be like buddy with him, trying to give him 5 dabs every time. I was talking to him, all this kind of stuff. Maybe it was head games that he was trying to do, but it kind of got awkward because then Derek Brunson was like just completely stonewalling him. Like every time Kevin Holland would go for a dab, right? Brunson would just look straight and walk away, and then he was just like. So it was a very strange situation, but the way that the fight went was. Derek Brunson's game plan was, okay, I'm going to stay on the outside. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get hit or try not to get hit, and then just look for entries for a clinch. And then once you're in the clinch, then you can take him down. And when he took him down, it was pretty easily. Like he took him down with some trips, but once he was on the ground, what's very interesting is Kevin Holland, like for the majority of the time, had his guard closed, just sealed shut. Like, remember when we talked about Izzy and Jan, where Izzy would open and close. Kevin Holland just kept it closed the entire time. So when you try to close it, like usually people close it so that like it prevents the other person from transitioning. Mm-hmm. So you do that because, okay, you want to hold him there. And then you can play with your guard, right? You can go and try to go for arm bars and stuff like that. But he really didn't do much. He was just on the ground. And I think that's just a testament to where his wrestling, his grappling game is at the moment.
Well, you know, one thing I saw actually, it was end of the fight where like he knew he lost, but he was like celebrating, right? Like in the end.
I didn't see that. I think my I stopped the video after the bell rang. But
the stream went down.
No, I have UFC Fight Pass now. It was on UFC Fight Pass.
Cap.
No,
Cap.
You have the login.
I do. I know. I agree.
Anyway, so there's a big hole in Kevin Holland's game where he's not able to do much on the ground. For takedowns as well, it looked like after like the first round and stuff, he really didn't want. He didn't really try completely to stop these takedowns. Yep. He in his corner was like, oh, I think the corner mentioned that as well. He's like, hey, I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying. But I think that's just something that he has to develop in his game. On the feet though, he tagged Derek Brunson many times. He actually dropped him. I think it was the first or second round. So on the feet, if it was a kickboxing match, Kevin Holland wins 10 out of 10 times. But unfortunately for Kevin Holland, it's mixed martial arts, and he had no answer for the takedown.
But the fans were annoyed, eh? Like in the comment section, like on Twitter and everything, they were pissed off. They're like,
at what?
Like I think at Kevin Holland.
Why?
Because he was messing around all fight, right?
Yeah.
They got angry. I don't know.
I get the anger because it was such a weird fight, right? It came off like it might have came off as like disrespectful, and he's not taking it seriously. But at the same time, you have to realize this guy doesn't have a very strong grappling game, and it's going against a guy that's a UFC veteran that is much stronger than him. Plus, is like his strongest aspect of his game is the grappling, is the clinch, the infighting, all that kind of stuff. So, I get that they're upset at him, but at the same time, I think he was trying to not distract, but he was trying to play like a little bit of mind games, a little gamemanship, and then try to use that as like a leverage or some way to win the fight, because he wasn't winning the fight on the ground. He was just laying on his back and just having his guard closed.
So how come Khabib was there? He was there because of his cousin, right? He was.
Yeah. So Khabib's gonna show up for who knows how long, but he's gonna be there. He's gonna have a ringside seat, and he's gonna like be a cornerman for whoever he wants, whatever fighter he trains with.
Well, like his whole team is so big that you think that like for every single card for next like few months, like there's gonna be at least
you'll see him. You'll see him.
Right?
I think slowly he'll like not show up to every single one.
Yeah.
But he's coming because he's like, what else I gotta do?
What's I gonna do at home? Huh?
Oh, interesting thing about the Kevin Holland fight is, which I'll give credit to Kevin Holland, is he got put into an arm triangle, but he survived it. The way that you stop an arm triangle, or one of the defenses, is like calling the phone, right? Where you put your hand on your ear, and you are creating space. So you're creating space so that you can have some more room to breathe. Yeah. So he was doing that, and even with that, sometimes guys get choked out because the pressure is so strong from the person that's applying the choke. So Derek Brunson in this case, but Derek Brunson was not able to, maybe not able to squeeze hard enough. Maybe he didn't, like he was just using his arms and not using his body, right? But whatever it may be, they were there for a while, right? It was a long time where he was literally inside control, had the arm triangle on, and was squeezing. But Kevin Holland was able to just like, he was just laying there, literally he was just laying there. But then eventually what Kevin Holland did was, he got his legs and he threw them over his head. So then he like flipped backwards, right? And he broke the hold and stood up. So that was a good
goddamn 10th planet jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo. So that's good thing. I like to see that from Kevin Holland. I don't think he's I think give him some more time. Let him develop his ground game. The striking is there. Yeah. Even though he does.
How old is he?
Huh? I don't know. He's in his 20s. But
you think he pissed off Dana or no?
Dana, I didn't see anything from Dana though. Usually Dana comes and has like those post conference and says that stuff. He didn't do anything. One thing that like he's really good at on stand up, but he does have tendencies where he like overextends or he has his chin exposed, which might catch up to him. But for now, he beat Jacare. Jacare is no joke, right? He beat other guys as well in his winning streak. But if he starts to refine his striking game, where he's like covering up a little bit more, and he starts doing his ground game, like improve his ground game, I think he'll be fine. Now I'm not sure. Maybe in like maybe a year and a half, 2 years, we'll see a lot more from him. But for now,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.